Morning, everybody. Jeff from Rust Bucket Valley Garage. I'd like to talk to you about why it costs so much today can get things fixed and why automotive engineers make it so hard for mechanics. And it's very simple things that can be done so much better. I want to talk about the evaporative emission control system that is on the S10. Okay, uh, basically, what the evaporative emission system does on the S10 is it takes vapors from the fuel. So when you take and fuel up, you have a gas cap on here. It has a little vent in it, and you can see the hole right here. And if you were able to take and look down in here, there is another pipe that comes off of the main filler pipe. Okay, and that is the vent pipe that goes over to a charcoal canister that sits about right here underneath the vehicle. And the vapors from the fuel are taken from the fuel tank, and they are stored in that. Okay, there is a canister vent valve that is underneath there as well, and that opens up just a little bit. And there is a tube that goes from here all the way up, and there is another valve that is inside the wheel well here, and you can't see it because it's dark. It is on the side of the engine, that it is commanded by the engine control module to open up a valve, and it supplies vacuum to a line that goes to the vapor canister that is underneath the bed, and it sucks out the fumes from the fuel tank that have been accumulated in there. So pretty much the valve sits down here on the side of the engine, and this hose right here is the vacuum source, okay, which comes from the throttle body, which is right here. Because it's fuel injection, it does not have a carburetor. Okay, I have another throttle body right here. Okay, it's basically a butterfly, and then it has various ports on it. Okay, this is the hose for the brake booster, and then it has hoses to run the blend doors for the air conditioning and the heater. Okay, this port right here is the port that is the sole source for vacuum for the evaporative emission control system. Okay, and the reason that the automotive engineers don't really like us very much is this little port right here. There is a very, very tiny orifice right here in the center of the picture. Okay, it's about 50 thousandths in diameter. Okay, and the fuel vapors come through that, and this goes into the inside of the engine, so you're looking at the inside of the throttle body. Okay, and so there's vacuum there, and it will pull the vapors from the vapor canister that have been accumulated from the fuel tank in there and burn them. Okay, and it's supposed to they can help the environment, because the vapors going out in the atmosphere, damages the ozone layer and all kinds of bad stuff like that. Okay, so what happens is this sole source right here and this little tiny orifice get clogged up. Okay, and your evaporative emission system will start acting up. Okay, so the only way that you will know that this little orifice is clogged up is that you won't pass smog. And the reason you won't pass smog is not because you have a check engine light on. If this orifice clogs up, it will not set the check engine light. Okay, you will generally not get a code for that. However, if you take your computer and go in there, and you will see that the internal monitor for the evaporative emission system will not close. Okay, and it's because there is no vacuum to the system. With the engine running, you can take and put your finger over this, pull the hose off and put your finger over that port, and you can feel just a little bit of vacuum on there. Okay, and if you don't, then there's a problem there. The way to take and clean that out, you don't have to take and disassemble this off of the vehicle. Okay, what you can do is you can take and fill this up with carburetor cleaner, let it set about 5 minutes, and then take an air check nozzle on an airline and just blow it down through, and you will hear the air going down into the chamber. So basically, as a summary, you have a problem where you can't pass smog. Okay, you don't have a check engine light on, and something's going on with the evaporative emission system, and the information is kind of scarce, as to what it could possibly be. Well, this is one thing that would take and help you out if you clean that port out. It probably ought to be a regular maintenance item that, like, once a year, you hit it with some carburetor cleaner and clean that out, because it keeps the emission system from starting to take and give you any trouble. Okay, so I hope I've given you some good information, a little insight as to why the auto manufacturers take and do stupid stuff like this, and why it costs so much, because a mechanic finding something like this is kind of obscure. It's such a little thing that can make such a big problem. Okay, so hopefully I've given you insight to it, and if you have a problem in your car, hopefully this will take and fix it. Anyway, we'll see you next time. I hope you have a happy new year, and we all look forward to more videos in 2025, and we'll see you next time.